It's got a nice crispy layer thanks to the flour coating. Every now and then you get a nice little nugget of pepper, black pepper. That's why it's important to use cracked pepper. Always use cracked pepper. Then it'll explode like boom, little pepper explosion in your mouth when you bite into it. Hey guys, Patrick here at All Day I Eat Like a Shark, where I share my Japanese cooking videos once a week, showing you how to cook Japanese food at home. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing for more videos like this. Today what we're going to be doing is making another tofu recipe, and this tofu recipe is going to be lightly pan fried with a little bit of flour and then seasoned with some sesame oil, soy sauce, a little bit of mirin, and sushi vinegar, as well as red pepper for some spicy kick, some nira, garlic chives, and myoga. So we have a little bit of Mizuna here, which is going to be for, I guess, garnish, if you will. We're going to put a little bit of Mizuna as well as a little bit of myoga for some color. I have a little firm block of tofu here. This is a 14-ounce block of firm tofu. I have removed all the excess water, and we're going to go ahead and cut this into little squares. For these mini tofu steaks, we're going to be dredging them in this salt and pepper flour mixture that I have here. So while the pan is preheating, let's go ahead and cut these tofu blocks up into little squares so that we are ready when the pan is hot. I'm going to cut it in half and cut it in half again, and then I'm going to cut it in half one more time, so we have 8 squares. After you do that, we're going to go ahead and dredge it in the flour and salt and pepper mixture. Just toss it lightly. And this will help to give it a nice crust. So you can do all 4 corners if you want. I'm just going to do it on the top and bottom. Nothing too fancy here today. You just want a nice golden crust. So key point is to, again, remove the excess water from your tofu. If you don't, you won't get as nice of a crispy texture, or firm texture at least. And I like that it's not too heavy. We're using olive oil today, as we almost always do. Helps to keep things relatively healthy, even though we're frying it. Try not to stack them on each other, because they will get more moist than you would want them to be. So always give them space. So in the past, I have used sesame seeds, crushed, toasted, and then ground in my suribachi. If you want an extra sesame-like flavor, that's definitely an option. I was going to stick with just a little bit of sesame oil today. I've been eating a lot of sesame seeds the past few days, thanks to some goma-ai and shira-ai. Okay, so I think my pan is ready. I'm going to go ahead and put on these tofu steaks. We'll start cooking on one side, make sure that the oil is evenly distributed. And then we'll just flip them once. So the Mizuna is going to be our base. Instead of a bed of roses, it's going to be a bed of Mizuna. I don't know, you'd want to put roses in your food. I know you can eat roses. I actually like rose ice cream. It's a Persian specialty. If you haven't had that before, highly recommend you seek it out. Let's make some space, like a little nest here of Mizuna. And make sure to check on this, that it's getting that nice brownish color. We'll give that a few minutes. Meanwhile, we can make the sauce. So the sauce is pretty straightforward. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of vinegar, rice vinegar, and then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. So a teaspoon of sesame oil. Oop, that was more like 2 teaspoons. It's all good. A couple teaspoons of mirin. We'll put in a little bit of red pepper for a little spice. Generous teaspoon of garlic, and that'll give it a nice kick. 2 teaspoons of garlic chives. To add a little bit of color, we're going to put on the thinly cut myoga. They're little myoga matchsticks. And this is a nice accent to the green. These are the cooked tofu pieces. We're going to go ahead and put the dressing on right now. So the soy sauce, vinegar, and chives with red pepper dressing is going to be really good with this. Just drizzle this on. And here is another one of my tasty tofu steak recipes. Hope you guys get a chance to try it. Let me know in the comments below. Question of the day: have you guys made tofu steaks before? If so, how did you make them? I would like to know. If you haven't yet, make sure to check out my tofu cookbook, Tofu Ryori, which is in the description below. I'll put a link there. This recipe will be included. It's a delicious way to get some more tofu in your diet. Before we go, let me have a taste. This is going to be as good as I remember. Make sure to get all that sauce. So good. It's almost like eating gyoza, except it's tofu. I wonder if pepper pop rocks would be fun. It's almost like a pepper pop rock, now that I think of it, except it's pepper, and it's not just a pop. Pop rocks don't have any flavor. They just pop, right? They're sweet and they pop. But this is pepper, and when you bite it, it pops and releases flavor. Wow. If you would like to see more videos like this, consider subscribing if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that little alarm button so that you get notifications when I put out new videos. That'll be it for today. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in my next video. See ya.